let us talk about the placement questions of LCM and HCF. LCM and HCF is a important topic regarding the placement point of view. So in the MCAT, in the CoCubes, or if I talk about Capgemini, there are different question and different application of LCM and HCF being asked in the previous years. So let us solve some question and we'll have a quick revision on the LCM and HCF. After that, I'll tell you the different types which they're asking. And modification can be done in the placement exams. But thing is, if you are doing these question as a base, so you are going to solve all the question from LCM and HCM. And again, weightage of these from number system total is like if I say 9 to 12 question are being asked in companies. So LCM HCF is they're asking 3 to 4 questions maximum, and minimum it is again 1 to 2. So let us start with the revision. So factors and multiples, uh, if a number a divides another number b exactly, so that we can say a is a factor of b and b is called a multiple of a. For example, if I'm writing 12, okay, so 12 I can write divided by, I can easily divide it by 3. So 3 is the factor of 12 and 12 is the multiple of 3, right? Okay, now next is it is given least highest common factor and the least common multiple. First of all, we have to understand this to apply on the questions. So HCF of two number or more than two number is the greatest number that divides each of them exactly. For example, if I'm writing 2, 4 and 8, so what is the least number? I can easily tell this by prime factorization. 2, then I can write 2 square and 2 cube. So tell me which is the lowest power in this. Lowest power of 2 is which is common. Lowest power which is common is 2 raised per 1. So 2 raised per 1 is the HCF. That is what they are saying. HCF of two number or more than two number is greatest number that divides each of them exactly. So lowest power will divide. Okay. Now next is the LCM. LCM is the least number which is exactly divisible by each one of the number is called LCM, right? So what if I have to solve the LCM of these three? I'll take the highest power which is common or not, but I'll take the highest power every time. So 2, 4 and 8. So 2 raised to power 3 is the highest power, that means 8. So now the least number which is actually divisible by each of the number. So 8 divisible by 2, yes. 8 divisible by 4, yes. 8 divisible by 8, yes. So that's how it is the least number. If I write 16, 16 is not the 16 I can divide it by 2, 4 and 8, but actually it is not the least multiple. 8 is the least multiple, right? Okay. Now we'll see the applications and some questions. Okay, so second thing is if they're asking the LCM and HCF of fractions, so you will say HCF of numerator, HCF while finding the HCF of fractions, you will write HCF in the numerator divided by LCM of the denominator, and reverse in the case that if they're asking LCM of the fractions, so LCM of numerators divided by HCF of denominators will solve this type of question also. One more important thing you have to remember, that the product of two fractions is always equal to the product of LCM and HCF of two fractions. For example, it is given 3 into 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 is 3 by 8. If I take their LCM, it is 3 by 2. If I take the HCF, it is 1 by 4. So it is equal to, these are equal. So you can say product of two numbers is equal to product of their LCM and HCF. Okay, now let us take one exam question to solve, to understand the thing that how to find the LCM and how to find the HCF. So prime factorization method, find the LCM and HCF of 24 and 36. So 24 I can write it as prime factors 2 cube into 3, and 36 I can write it as 2 square into 3 square. So to find the LCM, what I'll do, I'll take the highest power of each and every number present here. So highest power of 2 is 3. Highest power of 3 is